Hello everybody, my name is Blonde Senpai and welcome back to Star Citizen. This is the Vanguard Warden. It's basically a gigantic version of the Saber. But there is two crew members that can operate this. So I'll just do a quick rundown of the weaponry. So first, right on the nose here, we have 4 of these MVSA laser cannons. These are size 2s. Then underneath the nose, we have a size 5 gimbal turret. And then attached to it, we have a Revenant ballistic Gatling gun from Apocalypse Arms. That's a pretty badass looking gun if you ask me. Underneath the wings, we have these missile racks. So we got 8 total there. And then you can see up top there, there's a man turret that has some sawbucks on it. So those are ballistic guns as well. I'll give you a quick view. A lot like the Saber, this wing actually folds out when it is in flight mode. So it's just tucked back there when you're landing. It's a very, very cool looking ship. Especially if you're a huge fan of the Saber. It's basically just a bigger version of that. You can see it's got 2 little tails there coming off the back. Very, very cool. You can definitely see a lot of the similar characteristics to the Saber. So that's the quick exterior view. So I will head towards the back. And to get in here, there's this hatch here. That comes down. And you can walk up in here, like so. And then I'm not really sure what this is. If this door will be used at all. I couldn't figure out how to open it or anything, so I'm not really sure what that is for. But continuing through, here we have shower and restroom, all combined into one. Kind of interesting concept. I'm actually not even sure what this is here, but this is a big screen like we saw on the Retaliator, which I cannot open up right now. But basically, it has the power management, shield management, and all that functionality to it. So that's pretty cool. And then as we move into here, here's the pilot seat. I think I forgot. There is a man turret in here as well. It's right here. So I'll show you what this looks like quick. So that swoops you up there. And here we are inside the man turret with those 2 sawbucks attached to it. That's pretty cool. Seems like there's a lot of view you get, which is pretty cool. So I'll drop back down. I forgot to mention also there are escape pods over to my left side right now. So right here, there are 2 escape pods for the 2 crew members that will be working here. As we continue, just the rest of the hallway, this looks kind of cool. It leads up to the pilot seat. And the cockpit is a replica to the Saber. So you just walk up to it and use it, slides back, turns around, and pushes you up into the flight control area. So like I said, this is identical to the Saber's cockpit. So we already kind of know what that looks like. So I will take this into Vandal Swarm and we'll see what you can do in combat. And here we are in Vandal Swarm. Get this match started up here. So I'll do some speed checks quick. So 210 meters per second without the afterburners, and with them it goes up to 315. So It's actually roughly the same as the glaive in terms of speed. Okay, so you can see we have a gimbal weapon on there, so I'm going to lock that. That is the ballistic weapon underneath the nose I showed you. Wow, that I was just using the laser cannons, and he dropped quickly. So the laser cannons are the circular tip on my HUD, and the ballistic is the diamond-shaped one. So you can see they're separated, so you can't really use them at the same time unless you're right behind your target or they're coming straight at you. So, and you can change the weapons around to try to line those up a little bit better. So it looks like the Gatling gun has a better range to it, but I think the velocity is probably slower. I think that's probably how it goes. So with the slower velocity, it's really hard to be effective at max range, even though it is possible, I guess. But these little laser cannons seem to do a lot of work, though. I don't know, maybe it's just because there's 4 of them, but they seem to do a lot of work. Let's see, just shooting this guy. About 4 times I had to hit him. He dropped, and these shoot pretty quickly. And they have decent range on them. I was out at 1,200 meters, so that's pretty cool. You can see my shields are going down a little bit in the bottom left of the screen. So I am taking some damage. So we'll kind of monitor that situation, see how strong these shields are. It actually seems fairly maneuverable for how big of a ship it is. It feels a lot like the Saber, I have to say. Other than it's a little bit slower than the Saber. It's definitely feels a lot like it. Let's see, I'll just put the Gatling on this guy. I forgot to check what the max capacity was on the ammo box for the Gatling gun. I believe it's 750 rounds. So they give you a fairly decent amount of it. You still have to conserve a little bit when you're out in the universe or in a PvP match. Doesn't matter too much in Vandalstorm because after every 3 waves, your ammo and flares and everything get replenished. So.
Engines. Overhead
Let's see.
Under fire. Starboard shield under fire. Proximity alert. Head. Kill.
Yeah, these lasers definitely do some damage.
Under fire. Shields recharging. Shields recharging.
Honestly, you could probably get away without using the Gatling gun too much. And like I said, the gimbal that it's on is a size 5, so you can potentially take that off and put a size 5 gun on that maybe has a little bit more power to it. And it gives you some options to play with, which is nice. These lasers on the front are size 2s, so theoretically they're not that strong, but they seem to be doing a lot of work. Like I said, I'm not just sure if that's just because there's 4 of them that are all right around the same area, so there really shouldn't be any spread to them at all, the way that they're mounted. Looks like they're mounted about a foot and a half apart from each other, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and they definitely do some damage, and at range too, because of their velocity. It seems like it's a pretty fast shot, which most lasers are, I believe. So you can see right here, got the Gatling gun at 4,000 meters. I am actually getting some hits, so I guess it's not as slow as I thought it was. I'm struggling a little bit now at 2,000 even though. Yeah, it's so maybe it is a pretty slow projectile. But definitely have the lasers to help out with that.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
Seems like a good combo of weapons. It would be nice if the pips were
Warning.
laid out on top of each other, but that doesn't always happen, especially with the drastic size difference in the weapons. So, like I said, mostly that's attributed to just the velocity difference. I think that's pretty much all it's attributed to, really. So, if you can match velocities a little bit better with different weapon choices, then you'll have a lot better time getting all the weapons on your target and dropping them that much quicker. But to say, these weapons seem to do a pretty good job. You can see my shields are not doing good, and actually my my hull is not doing well either, so it seems to be a little bit more armored than the Saber, maybe. But the shields seem to be roughly the same, maybe even a little weaker. Because remember, the Saber actually has some pretty decent shields on it. So you definitely don't want to be taking a lot of fire. With how maneuverable this is, though, you probably can dodge a lot of the fire that's coming at you. And honestly, I don't even think I should avoid asteroid fields. I could probably fly right through these pretty easily. Seems like I can, so that's cool. Especially with a big ship, usually the asteroid fields are not something you want to spend too much time in. Oh, and I blew up there. So, looks like my shields finally went down enough. Shows a very good thing that, even though this is a bigger ship, it's not very sturdy. I said it's not really that much more sturdy than the Saber. Maybe just in terms of armor it's a little bit more, but I dropped pretty quickly there. So I'll just probably finish off these guys here and then wrap up the video. But I like this ship a lot. It definitely has some good potential. Remember, there is a man turret that I'm not even able to operate because I'm flying the ship, but so with a buddy, this could actually do some pretty good stuff in the universe, I'm sure. Actually get some missiles here. We can see what those look like. Ooh. Using some countermeasures there. Alright, got 3 guys up here. I think all my wingmen are dead already. Wow, that was really quick. Definitely want to aim for the cockpit with these lasers, but when you do, they drop quickly. It's a lot. It's almost like the broadswords, it feels like. How quickly the enemy drops when you shoot in the cockpit with those. Maybe just a little bit weaker, but they do shoot faster, so. But that's where I'm going to wrap it up for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like down below. Leave a comment what you think of the Vanguard Warden. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe because I upload videos every single day. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.